So let me throw a hypothetical situation out there. So let's say there's somebody out there who is working in the for-profit space,
Yeah.
okay, but they have a cause that they really care about, and they want to pursue that.
Hmm.
Would you recommend starting a nonprofit or like going full time with that, or like how would you? How should they? If somebody's in that position where they're not in the industry, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
How do they manage that?
Yeah. I think come and speak to me and we can talk about it.
Nice.
Because I think there's two parts to it. I think sometimes without a context of what's going on, you can do more harm than help,
Mm.
which is possible.
Yeah.
Other times, if you're someone who can listen and understand the situation, then you can do a heck of a lot of good in bringing something new to the space. And I'll explain what I mean by that. A lot of
Yeah.
times I've worked with people who have got a finance background and they're incredibly smart and need them to be those critical friends in the
Yeah.
journey. Other times there's people who are in business or consulting and I've brought them on board and they've been able to look at what we're doing and say to me, Nick, I think you could do this 10 times better if you did X, Y, and Z. And they may not have had those insights if they hadn't have worked with one of the big four or in some of those kind of
So or
capacities.
something. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think that's where I've been really intentional, bringing those kind of organizations around our work and inviting them into the journey with us because they can bring that insight. And so I think it's both. I think, yes, definitely bring those new skills into the space, into the sector, because we desperately need it. But also I've seen people who have just done an MBA and say, now I'm going to run a nonprofit and done a terrible job because they've not understand what's going on. They've gone into
Right.
meetings and said all the wrong things and been pretty ignorant to the situation. And I'm personally one of those people that think we need to move away from thinking that everything in the nonprofit is sacred. I don't think it's sacred. I think we should be able to scrutinize. I think we should be able to ask the tough questions. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And as in the sector, we need to not be defensive. But I think at the same time, people who are coming in, you can learn a lot when you sit with a vulnerable person. You
Yeah.
can learn a heck of a lot. You might think that giving them a blanket is what they need, or you might think that doing some kind of other act is what they need. And actually, you could be causing that situation to become even worse because you're
Yeah.
not understanding the complexity of it.